nHale is a single-patient reusable device for bi-level positive air pressure to support respiratory therapy of spontaneously breathing adults weighing 30 kilograms suffering from COVID-19. nHale is authorized for use in hospitals, spaces converted for the treatment of COVID-19 patients, and the private home. We will begin by unboxing our device. In it, you'll find your nHale, the instructions for use for the medical professional, with a USB cord that connects to your PC and a flash drive that also contains the monitor software for the nHale. Instructions for use for the patient, a standard 12-volt power supply, your 22mm hose, and a standard mask. Now that we have unboxed our device, we will begin its initial configuration. First, you'll take the USB adapter and plug it into the nHale. Next, you will take your 12-volt power supply, plug it into wall power, and then plug the other end into the nHale. We have now successfully connected the flash drive and the nHale to our computer. We can find the flash drive named Nanotronics. Opening the drive reveals a folder named nHale Monitor. Let's copy that to the desktop. Inside of this folder, we can launch a program called the nHale Monitor. The nHale Monitor is a portal to the configuration of the nHale unit. On the bottom left, there is a display that indicates the COM port that the nHale unit is connected to. Find the appropriate COM port and click Connect. We will know we are connected when the green box appears on the right that says Sync. Now that we have successfully connected the nHale unit to our monitor software on the PC, it is time to connect the mask and hose to the nHale. The nHale device comes with a standard 22mm hose. Once we connect the hose to the mask, we will then secure the hose to the connection port at the front of the nHale. It should fit securely. Next, we will then fit the mask to the patient's face. If leaks occur, alarms on the nHale will sound. Now that our patient is successfully connected to the nHale, let's configure their pressure needs. On the y-axis, we have the display of the therapy pressure, and on the x-axis, we have a rolling window of time. Let's select the appropriate mode for therapy. If you would like to operate the nHale as a bi-level positive air pressure device, select BiPAP and click Change Mode. During bi-level pressure therapy, we can increase and decrease both the inspiratory and expiratory pressures using the buttons here. We can modify the pressures in 1 cm H2O steps from 4 cm H2O to 20 cm H2O. Let's increase the inspiratory pressure to a value that feels comfortable to our patient. During bi-level pressure therapy, the system changes between inspiration and expiration using thresholds. The value of the upper threshold can be increased with Control up on your keyboard and decreased with Control down. Likewise, the value of the lower threshold can be increased by Alt up and decreased by Alt down. These will be set based on the individual needs of your patient. Next, you can set the time of the mandatory respiration cycle in seconds using the buttons here. In parentheses, we have the respiration rate in breaths per minute. In addition, you can set the inhale period in seconds using the slider and the plus or minus signs. The inhale period is the number of seconds during the mandatory respiration cycle that is allocated for inhalation. You can also set the relative inspiratory rise time. The relative inspiratory rise time is a parameter that allows you to set the relative speed at which the pressure changes from expiratory pressure to the inspiratory pressure. For more information, please refer to the instructions for use. We have now configured the nHale for bi-level pressure therapy. If you would like the nHale to operate as a continuous positive air pressure device, select CPAP. Once CPAP is selected, click Change Mode and set the therapy pressure to a value that is comfortable for the patient. To view device details and configure data logging and alarm settings, press the Information button. Version and calibration information, as well as pressure statistics, are shown here. To set up data logging, you can enter the start time in minutes and the duration in minutes. Set the location of where the output file should be stored by pressing Select Save File and navigate. To configure the error alarms, press Set Up Alarms. We have flexibility to select which alarms are active and what the response should be by checking and unchecking the appropriate boxes. For example, if we check the low expiration pressure alarm, we can choose to stop therapy or mute the alarm audio if the alarm is triggered. For more information, please refer to the instructions for use. When configuration is complete, you can press Save Alarm Settings. Click Close to close the information screen and return to the main window. We can now turn on the device by pressing the button located on the nHale unit. It is not possible to turn on the device in the monitor software interface. As the device turns on, we begin to see pressure readings on our screen represented by a blue line. The green line represents the upper threshold and the orange line represents the lower threshold. The thresholds can be adjusted during therapy to help select the values that are most comfortable to the patient. Here, we increase the upper threshold and the line is updated on our screen immediately. After the patient takes a breath, if you notice that they are unable to exert the appropriate pressure to transition from inspiration using the set threshold, we can lower the threshold until the patient is able to comfortably breathe and return to expiration. The same procedure can be applied for the lower threshold. We have now successfully configured the nHale to fit our patient's needs. We can remove the USB cable, and the nHale can operate without connection to a PC. With a single push of the button, nHale can provide all the respiratory support that our patient needs. To clean the device, we must remove the power adapter cord and the hose from the nHale. Next, we will inspect for any visual damages to the nHale. If you find any, please remove the device from service. Next, you can take a disinfectant wipe and wipe down the machine. If you find yourself needing further assistance, please reach out to Nanotronics. We are here to help. Thank you.